Hello and welcome back to my channel, Civil War Reports. This is a special edition of Civil War Reports. I'm sure by now you have all heard that political commentator Charlie Kirk was brutally murdered while attending a college event in the state of Utah. Now, I'll explain at the end how I link his death with Civil War Reports, but I did watch Charlie Kirk's videos on YouTube. I did not agree with everything the man had to say, but I did agree with him on some issues. I have to say that I don't agree with anybody on 100% of the issues 100% of the time. It's just the way it is. And I also want to point out that this channel, I want it to be apolitical, and I don't want to politicize his murder. But what I do want to say is that I try to listen to all sides. I have friends who would consider themselves very conservative. I have friends of mine who would consider themselves very liberal. And like this channel, when I'm making an episode, I try to use multiple sources to try to get a good understanding of what the situation was like during the Civil War, because authors do have their own biases. And so I did watch Charlie Kirk. I liked a number of the things he did. He would go on college campuses. Now, from what I understand, he never attended or held a rally or anything here at Gettysburg College, but he would go to various colleges and have an open mic, and college students and professors could come up to him and ask any question they wanted. And I have to say that a number of times he was insulted, cursed at, called a fascist. He fought back with logic. Another thing I liked about Charlie Kirk was that the man was pretty much self-educated. He did attend college. He said, I think it was community college, but he dropped out. And it was just amazing to see him discussing with college kids, and they would say, oh, I'm studying to be a finance major, and Charlie would just ramble off authors, famous authors who wrote books on financing and the economy, and the college kids had absolutely no idea who he was talking about. And again, they would call him fascist and names like that, and he did not stoop down to their level. Also, what I admired about Charlie Kirk is he was very devoted to his family. He loved his wife, mentioned her many times during his college visits. I had no idea what she looked like until after his death, and I didn't even know her name. And he often talked about his children, his two children, quite frequently. Actually, I think he talked more about his kids than his wife, and I admire that. As a dad myself, you know, your kids come first, and sad they're going to grow up without their father. It really is very, very sad. And I'm not even going to get into the politics of what politicians said this and who was putting the blame somewhere else. The blame belongs 100% on the person that pulled the trigger. Now, as of the time of this filming, a suspect has been apprehended. And I'm going to give that suspect all the courtesies that he's entitled to under the U.S. Constitution. And I think Charlie would have wanted it that way. The suspect is innocent until proven guilty. So we have a suspect. And I want to address that situation. Again, innocent until proven guilty. It's just sad to think that anybody, but let's just stick to the Charlie Kirk incident, that somebody can just callously say, I'm going to end this person's life today because I don't like them. I don't like what they say. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous to think that we have people out there that could just callously say, I'm going to end somebody's life because I don't like the way they think. Now, I've stated on this channel that I don't like the woke mindset. Okay? But wanting an ideology to die is vastly different than wanting a person to die. Yes, all the people with the woke mindset, I would love for them to wake up tomorrow and say, I was wrong. I was attempting to destroy American history. The way I was going about things was wrong. That would be great. But at no point would I advocate anybody killing somebody with the woke mind virus. There's a big difference. And it appears that at the moment, a 22-year-old man decided he was going to end Charlie Kirk's life because he didn't like what Charlie Kirk was thinking and saying. Now, like I said, I watched a number of Charlie's videos. Some of the things he did, I agreed with. Some of the things he said, I agreed with. It means some of the things he didn't say, I didn't agree with. But that doesn't mean the man should be murdered. And in 2 videos I saw him that were posted on YouTube, Charlie was asked pretty much the same question. Why do you do this? Why do you come here on college campuses and do what you do and engage in conversation with people? And one time Charlie said, because when people stop talking, that's when violence happens. And another time he said, when people stop talking, that's when civil war happens. Charlie Kirk died a violent death because somebody would rather shoot him than talk to him. And this country's already had one civil war. May it be the one and only this country has. The bloodshed that was spilled with muskets, and when something like this was the most powerful weapon, if we ever have a civil war again with the arsenal that the United States has, it won't be 600,000 Americans losing their lives. It'll be an incredible amount more. So hopefully something will come about, something good from the death of Charlie Kirk, and that is that maybe we'll scale down the political violence and scale up real conversation and do something that was done in the 1800s. Compromise, compromise, compromise. Nobody's going to get their way 100% of the time on 100% of the issues. But hopefully, with compromise, you can get some of what you want without political violence. I wish nothing but the best for Charlie Kirk's wife and his 2 young children. And I would love to see the political violence come to an end. He was 31 years old. Next month, October 14th, he would have been 32 years old. His birthday was just 3 days before mine. Different year, of course. But October 14th, he would have celebrated his 32nd birthday. So to Charlie Kirk, rest in peace, and may the violence in this country really, really go away. For Civil War Reports, I am your War of the Rebellion reporter, Brian Thomas Kopak. Until next time, please keep not only history alive, but do what you can to try to make America a better place. Thank you for watching.